Welcome back, FLR community. I hope you're all well and having an incredible day. It's certainly a great one because we just had some breaking news about FLR's integration with USDT0. Let's jump into the news and we're going to start off here with this video. USDT0 is now live on the FLR network. This unlocks 140 billion liquidity for the network and also for XRPFi, which is also coming to the FLR network very soon. It's backed one to one by Tether's USDT and powered by Layer 0. We all know who Layer 0 is. They've been incorporating the bridging structure for some other assets, and there is a bit of a problem with stablecoins on the FLR network. It's actually a little bit fragmented, and this is going to be a way that the USDT0 standard is going to be, I guess, the holy grail of stablecoins. So you can expect a lot of incentives for those who are providing liquidity on the DeFi applications that we see here. We've already seen some announcements from SparkDex. There is an announcement coming from Enosis, and I'm sure the other two, BlazeSwap and Kinetic, will also be making some announcements in the near future. But what does this mean? We're going to jump straight into the article here and read through this publication from Tether. So, FLR integrates USDT0 for native omnichain liquidity. USDT0 continues its mission to expand across the most connected ecosystems in crypto. Today, we are excited to announce that FLR Network is integrating native USDT0 liquidity, making it easier than ever for users to access the world's leading stablecoin through an omni-chain, capital-efficient standard. This integration brings USDT0 to one of the most interoperability-focused Layer 1 networks in Web3. That's obviously the FLR network. With native access to USDT0, FLR users and developers can now interact with stablecoin liquidity that moves natively between chains without relying on wrapped tokens or third-party bridges. This is absolutely huge. We already know what the FLR network is, so we're going to continue down here and talk about what USDT0 brings to FLR. With the Layer 0 v2 integration last year, FLR has already benefited from immediate, secure connectivity to thousands of applications and services built on leading blockchains. However, like I mentioned earlier, stablecoin liquidity has historically remained fragmented. USDT0 solves this by providing a unified omni-chain deployment of USDT, fully backed one-to-one by USDT on Ethereum and accessible natively on FLR through Layer 0's OFT, which is the Omnichain Fungible Token Standard. With this integration, FLR developers and users benefit from omnichain liquidity. USDT0 moves natively between chains. Instead of bridging, USDT0 is burnt on the source chain and minted on the destination chain. Capital becomes instantly accessible whenever it is needed. It also benefits from composable infrastructure. dApps on the FLR network can integrate USDT0 like any standard ERC20 token, with the added benefit of omni-chain functionality. No need to support different bridged version on each chain. And that's one of the problems that we have now. We've got the existing Stargate USDT, we've got USDC as well, also bridged by Stargate, and USDX as well. So this, I think, will be the prominent stablecoin on the FLR network, and I'm going to talk about why that is in just a second. Another thing is trust and transparency. Every USDT0 token is fully backed by USDT, held in a non-custodial contract on Ethereum. Redemptions are native, with no reliance on synthetic pegs or centralized custodians. Right, let me quickly wrap up this and then we're going to jump onto some other news. So, unlocking the future of interoperable finance, and this is their ambition with USDT0. FLR has long been focused on delivering simple, secure, and high-performance access to diverse data, assets, and soon, fast computation, empowering developers to build without compromise, all at an affordable price. With this integration, FLR adds the missing piece of the puzzle: deep, omni-chain liquidity that can seamlessly flow wherever the users are most active. In other words, USDT0 brings stablecoin infrastructure into alignment with FLR's vision of building a full-featured DeFi for high-value assets lacking native smart contracts. That's things like XRP, Bitcoin, and Doge. Together, they're not just enabling new financial use cases and laying the groundwork for a universal liquidity source, that means the need of modern finance. Right, that's the article here. And I did just want to mention this because if you are not aware, this is why this stablecoin is so different from everything else. USDT0 is becoming the gold standard stablecoin. It allows seamless deposits to and from exchanges without the need to bridge prior, reducing the friction. This is huge for the FLR network, and I think we're going to see a huge increase in total value locked TVL in the near future. It means that, for example, with Stargate at the minute, USDT, if you want to send that to an exchange, you have to bridge off the FLR network back to Ethereum to get USDT and then send that to the exchange. With USDT0, it removes that intermediary step where you can just deposit USDT0 to an exchange or compatible exchanges, and everything just works as you would expect. This is what Hugo says: the biggest difference for users with USDT0 versus Stargate USDT is that partner exchanges treat it similarly to USDT. For example, you can onboard and offboard directly to and from FLR from an exchange with USDT. Yes, you read that right, USDT. So this is the main focus of why this integration is so positive for not just the developers, but also us as a community. On the back of this news, we've seen an explosion in price from the FLR token here, which has gone from somewhere close to about 1.7 cents all the way up to almost 2 cents. Very positive reaction to this news, and it's very easy to see why. DeFi is building, total value locked is building, and that's what developers who are interested in building and deploying applications on the network look for. Now, to round this off, that's not all. Hugo says here, it's weird how true it is that if you wait for a bus for a long time and then 6 turn up in short succession. I don't know what short succession means. I don't know a time frame for that. It's just short succession. He actually just posted 51 minutes ago, as you can see, and said 1 bus has arrived. And that means that the first of 6 buses have arrived. It means that there's 5 more little pieces to this puzzle that we can look forward to. And just on the analogy of puzzles, it's very interesting to me to see that this is just one piece of a much bigger picture. If you've been in the FLR community for long enough, you will know the full picture. You will have seen the picture on the box before the puzzle pieces got tipped out. This is why you're in a very advantageous position to make the most of what we know will inevitably happen. A lot of people haven't seen the box, the completed picture, and a lot of people are just trying to complete this puzzle by fitting together one piece at a time. We've got the advantage here. We've been studying the FLR network for a very long time, and I'm so grateful to have you all along for the ride. That's pretty much the video. I'd like to thank you all so much for watching. Please feel free to like the video and subscribe if you haven't already. Do have yourself an incredible week, and until next time, I'm out.
Mission Control, we have liftoff.